Yes, that's very creative, Junior. He liked me. All this time, he actually liked me.
You can't go in. Your father's making a television appearance for his campaign.
Dad, I gotta talk to you.
What the hell are you doing here? I'm about to go on the air.
Lawrence Junior has been kidnapped. 5 minutes, Mr. I need $100,000.
Are you excuse me?
Dad, are you gonna lend me the money or not?
No, I'm not gonna let you. You work for me, remember? I know what you did. You're a damn terrorist. All right, just get the hell out of here, huh? I got a goddamn campaign.
And the one thing you do care about. Okay, then I quit as your son.
Hey everybody, my name is Aaron McDonald and you are watching Private Parts. Today we're just going to be talking about some of my all of my January pickups, additions to my collection. So the way I've been able to build a collection, I think I've talked about this maybe in past episodes, is unless there's a title that I really... If you're a serious collector, there are a couple of ways that companies get you to panic and buy. Sometimes those are limited edition slipcases, or a limited edition movie, or special, whatever. Limited edition is like the nail in the coffin for a collector. So in those instances, then I usually, if I'm financially in a place to do it, I'll fork out like some bigger money. But the way that I collect, been able to collect most of these are through sales. As I said in a couple episodes ago, right now DVDs DVDs also. But Blu-rays are getting like super cheap because 4K is out, and so the companies are trying to push Blu-ray sales. So a lot of Blu-rays have been reduced in price. Walmart, or if you have like a FYE or Entertain Mart or any of that stuff, like you can usually still find like pretty reasonably priced or cheap Blu-rays and DVDs, so all of these except for one I got for relatively cheap through either Amazon or Walmart or whatever. So this month I've been able to add 6 movies to my collection. The first movie we're going to talk about is Cape Fear. Right now Walmart is running... I got this at Walmart, and this was like $10. It's got this, I don't know, it's probably some sort of... Walmart does this. They'll have these special edition, like these Walmart only exclusive like slipcases and shit. You used to be able to do this. Target would have their own stuff, and Best Buy, and I think Walmart may be the only retail place that still sells physical, like any sort of disc or physical media. So I got this at Walmart, and this is Cape Fear. This is Martin Scorsese directing, Nick Nolte and Robert De Niro. Nick Nolte is an attorney in North Carolina, and he's got some moral scruples. He's married to Jessica Lange. And, oh shit, Juliette Lewis, this may be her first big movie, or her first movie ever, which I didn't see till later, because this movie has got some fucking disturbing shit in it. There were a few movies that I wasn't allowed to watch as a kid. I mean, they were pretty open, like, dude, I was watching shit like RoboCop way too young. The Terminator, things like that. Like if it was on like Showtime or whatever, I was able to watch. But things like I can remember we start like my mom started watching Body Double, and if you've ever seen Body Double, Brian De Palma's Body Double, and the first like 10 minutes of the movie, the main dude walks in on his wife Barbara Crampton like in a full-on sex scene with like she's having an affair with this dude, and the main character walks in and sees it, and it's a De Palma movie, so you see everything in its full glory. Granted, even if that wouldn't have happened, Body Double was probably not an appropriate movie for like a 5-year-old to watch. So once that happened, she said, you know, you're we're watching this later. So I didn't get to see Body Double. I can remember exclusively I couldn't watch Silence of the Lambs, and Cape Fear was like one of these movies that I was not allowed to watch until I got a little bit older, right? Which was crazy. I mean, I was watching Evil Dead 2. That was like a family favorite. And Basket Case, these were movies that we like were big in my household, you know, between my mom and I. But Cape Fear and Silence of the Lambs were no good. And really, they're a little elevated in there. I mean, they're a little more serious, and they're a little more disturbing than the other movies that I just talked about. So Robert De Niro is a convict that is getting out of jail that Nick Nolte put away, and he's a sex offender and just an all-around kind of like really nasty dude, and he's getting paroled, and he makes it his life's mission to just fuck over Nick Nolte for putting him away, and everybody else who had a hand in him going to jail. And this movie is super, super rad. It's really good. I mean, as I said, it's directed by Martin Scorsese. This is a remake of the original Cape Fear, which was Gregory Peck was the attorney, and Robert Mitchum played Max Casey, the convict who's going after the attorney. And this movie, I mean, like De Niro's turn in this. So if you haven't ever seen this, like you've probably seen the meme of De Niro sitting alone in a movie theater just laughing hysterically, and that is from this movie. He plays a total maniac in this. I mean, he's a super psycho, but he's also untouchable. Like he knows the system so well because he studied law like throughout his prison sentence that he knows how to. It's like one of those movies that makes you feel like you're going insane while you're watching it. You know what I mean? Like you're watching him just totally fuck over Nick Nolte, and you're like, it's just so frustrating to like watch his movie and watch him just totally devastate this dude's life and do some like severely creepy things. I snuck out one time. This was on TV, and mom was watching it, and it was on ABC or something. I don't know. It was on one of the networks, and I just remember this one scene of them trying to get out of town, and like this reveal of how Max Casey's kind of like following him, I guess, and it like. Even that one reveal, that one scene just totally fucking. I mean, that one scene disturbed me for the rest of my life. So, this movie is super, super good. I would highly recommend it. The next movie that I got this off of Amazon. I think this was like $12. This is Hail Caesar. This is one of the Coen brothers' last movies that they made in conjunction with each other. This is about the Hollywood system back in the golden era, and Josh Brolin kind of plays this fixer for the studio system. And so he's going around and he's like got all this shit. George Clooney plays kind of like one of the studio's main main stars, and he's in this Roman epic, and he disappears. He gets kidnapped, and it's all kind of about just before like the McCarthy era, where the communists were really trying to they thought communists were trying to infiltrate the studio system. And I mean, this is really good. It kind of got panned and kind of like it was thought of as lesser Coen, but if you like the Coen brothers, this movie is so good. Channing Tatum plays kind of a not even a Cagney, but just kind of a song and dance man, and he's in this. Busby Berkeley was kind of famous for doing big, like really extravagant. Any movie that you saw from the 40s or 50s that had a really extravagant dance number that was supremely choreographed, that was more than likely Busby Berkeley that did that. And so Channing Tatum is playing. I mean, it's such an overtly. It's like a sailor movie, but it's all like it's one big gay allegory, and this movie is fucking hilarious. If you're into satire or movies about making movies or period pictures or the Coen brothers, this is a definite pickup. I would highly recommend this. Now, this is the only movie that I paid. I think I paid $25 for this at Walmart, and this is I've been waiting for this to come out ever since I saw this twice in theaters. This is one battle after another. You know, if you have been hiding under a rock or don't know anything, you know, it's been nominated, won a shitload of awards, and was the second highest nominated movie this year at the Academy Awards, after Sinners. And this is a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. Again, like, if you don't know who Paul Thomas Anderson is, he directed Boogie Nights and Magnolia and There Will Be Blood and The Master and Inherent Vice. And I mean, Phantom Thread, almost. I mean, he's in the upper echelons of directors, and this is his first first turn with DiCaprio, and this is about. I mean, it's about American revolutionaries, and it starts out being about American revolutionaries. And then it becomes a kind of a father-daughter. DiCaprio is like a member of it would have been kind of like the Weather Underground or something, like an American revolutionary group, and which gets disbanded because Sean Penn's character and kind of his. I mean, paramilitary, I guess, group. I guess you'd equate them to ICE. They're kind of like cops, but they're also like military adjacent. So they come in and they bust up this revolutionary group, and so Bob Ferguson, Leonardo DiCaprio, has an infant child, and he goes on the run. And this is like 16 years later. They're hiding in Northern California, and Sean Penn has discovered where they're at and is on a mission to find these two and bring them to justice. And it's just kind of a cat and mouse chase movie. It's really good. All the performances are really good. Sean Penn is a fucking beast in this. Benicio del Toro has a really cool part in this. But DiCaprio and Chase Infinity, who plays his daughter, is like fucking amazing in this movie. You know, I hadn't seen her in anything before, or not that I knew, but I mean, everything about her, she's just super. She has a presence. She's super charming, and she's really just she just has a really good part in this movie. This movie fucking rocks. Like I said, I mean, I'm in the bag for PTA and pretty much everything that he's ever done. I'm a huge fan of, and One Battle After Another is no exception. So I'm kind of we're entering One Battle After Another. It was actually Hail Caesar too. Most of these movies are about California or the or the LA area in specific, which I am just coming to right now. So the next movie that I picked up off of Amazon for $10 is one of my favorite movies of all time. This is Falling Down. This is directed by Joel Schumacher, who's a really good director. Okay. He gets poo-pooed a lot because he directed Batman Forever and Batman and Robin and the Phantom of the Opera. But he also directed movies like The Lost Boys and Flatliners and A Time to Kill. I mean, Joel Schumacher has some very, like, he's not all just glitter and glam. He's got some very deep, dark stuff. Or Blood Creek. If you've ever seen Blood Creek with Michael Fassbender plays like an undead Nazi. It's super fucked up. But Joel Schumacher directed all those. He directed this, Falling Down. This movie, when I watched this as a kid from rural Colorado, I thought that they kind of frame Michael Douglas as like an anti-hero for the first half of the movie, or that's the way I perceived it. I don't know if that's the way he's framed, but he's just kind of this dude who's kind of on the edge in everything that he's not on the edge. He's fucking been pushed past the edge. He's lost his job. He's lost his family, and like all the kind of like really annoying idiosyncrasies, especially in LA in this period. This was made in the early 90s. I think like 92 or 93. Yeah, 92. All the kind of idiosyncrasies that made life really annoying. I mean, just in general, but especially in LA, were like fucking push this dude over the edge. And defense. I mean, from traffic to escalating prices at convenience stores to shitty food at fast food restaurants to construction zones, like anything that you find annoying in your normal life are magnified in this movie. And it's all about Michael Douglas, who loses his shit and decides to go. I mean, what turns out to go, he kind of turns out to go on this rampage, but initially he's just trying to make it home for his daughter's birthday. Robert Duvall is the police detective who is kind of following in Michael Douglas's wake and trying to capture this dude. And it's just like this is a really entertaining, really funny, really kind of fucking I mean, it's a dark movie. And it's this movie's fucking crazy. It's got a turn by Frederick Forrest, who that is, I mean, he plays he plays a really shitty human being. But he also, like, it's one of those guys that we used to quote all the time as, you know, in our younger years.
Think about it. I know all about it.
He's just, Frederick Forrest is, was in a bunch of movies. He's the cook who goes crazy in Apocalypse Now. And when you see him in this, he owns his pawn shop, and he's just like this super bigoted, like, maniac. And like, his turn in this is fucking like pretty terrific.
I'm with you. We're the same, you and me. We're the same, don't you see?
You're not the same. I'm an American. You're a sick asshole.
If you haven't seen this movie, if you watched that Russell Crowe movie from Unhinged, I think it was called, from a couple years ago, where like the lady fucking honks her horn at her at Russell Crowe, and he fucking just like that's like this movie to the nth degree, but it's the same kind of Russell Crowe just fucking goes crazy and does some really, I mean, that's an exploitation movie, dude. He does the craziest shit because he's mentally unstable, and this lady fucking was rude to him, essentially. But he goes on this citywide rampage to track her down and fuck her life up. This is the early example of that. So I would highly, like, I love this movie. The next movie that I got, which was expensive for a long time, and just I think there's a 4K coming out, so they reduced this in price. And this is To Live and Die in L.A. I got this for $10 on Amazon. This is William Friedkin's movie about a U.S. Department of Treasury agent, played by William Peterson, who was the main guy on CSI Forever. He's also in Manhunter. I mean, he's in Fear with Mark Wahlberg. So he's this Treasury agent who, I mean, he's the definition of plays by his own rules and will go to any limit to find this dude Rick Masters, who's played by Willem Dafoe, who's this he's a counterfeiter, but he killed William Peterson's partner, and now fucking Peterson's off the rails, and he's kind of this adrenaline junkie, and he, like I said, he's willing to go to any length to fucking get to either arrest or kill Willem Dafoe. This has a bunch of other people in it. This has like Dean Stockwell is in this. John Turturro. This is an early John Turturro movie. This has a car. Everything about this movie is cool. It's the soundtrack is by Oingo Boingo, or no, the soundtrack is by Wang Chung, and you know, Wang Chung. I know everybody. There's only like everybody when I say that is gonna think everybody Wang Chung tonight. Everybody have fun, but this soundtrack rocks, dude, and it kind of set the tone for a lot of soundtracks moving forward, especially in this genre, kind of the you know, the rogue cop genre. This has one of the greatest car chases. I mean, Friedkin directed The French Connection, of course, which is notoriously has one of the best car chases of all time. The car chase in this makes that look like it's fucking Mario Kart. Like, the car chase in this is fucking unbelievable, man. and this is back when people were like actually performing stunts and doing like it's hard to imagine nobody who fucking died during the film during the making of this, you know, especially like if you're familiar with like Freakin is kind of like like fucking William Peterson. He's kind of a rogue agent, dude. He was willing to go to any length to make a good like a good movie. And so like a lot of things in here were improvised or he had stolen shots. The counterfeiting was so good in this film that a bunch of the money that was created for this movie got put into circulation, and there was a little bit of trouble to be had by that. This movie, Rick Masters, Willem Dafoe in this is like yeah, a great villain, dude. A really, really terrific villain. Yeah, everything about this movie is really, really cool. I highly recommend it. Okay, last thing that I got was this is a DVD, so it was only $5, and I got this at Walmart. And this is the complete Aeon Flux collection. Aeon Flux was part of Liquid Television in the like early '90s. That was part of like MTV, Daria and Beavis and Butthead, like all these kind of like animated things. And Aeon Flux was kind of their action era. This show is fucking sick. The animation, everything in it is like really, really wild and really, really cool. There was a live action movie in the early, I want to say in the early 2000s with Charlize Theron playing Aeon Flux. This show is just, it's groundbreaking. This was, this and Spawn. This and Spawn on HBO were kind of like adult animation. It was kind of American anime in the early 90s. If you haven't seen Aeon Flux, she's a secret agent in this kind of super dangerous future world. And she's chasing down like her like this her nemesis. I think it's Trevor Goodchild, and they're always fucking. I mean, everything everything that is in the animation in this is like unbelievable. If you're into adult animation or anime, I would like recommend. This is totally, I mean, if you're not a physical media person, I get it, but you should watch this show, dude. This show is fucking super, super rad. But if you are in a physical media person, then go out to Walmart and get this right now. It's $5. So those are all the pickups that I had for this month. There are typically 2 times that I'll purchase a movie. One is I'll blind buy it if I've seen a trailer or I've heard good things about it on a podcast or whatever. Something piques my interest and I can't watch it any other way. Then I'll purchase that. You know, some of these go back into rotation. I'll take it back to Entertainment or whatever to exchange it for a different movie or whatever. But typically that's when I'll blind buy something, or a label comes out that I trust with something that you know my interest has to be piqued in order for me to buy it. The other time that I buy things is something that I love and I feel like I need in my collection. So all the movies that I talked about today, I would, you know, highly recommend anybody to check out. You know, some of them you may not like, but they're all really have something really entertaining about them. Either good performances or just overall good filmmaking, or or something that's totally weird and different, So I would definitely go and check out any of the movies that I talked about today. And in the meantime, we'll keep watching movies, keep going out to see movies in theaters. There's a new Sam Raimi movie coming out, I think, this week. There's a ton of good shit coming out this year, so keep watching movies. And I'm open to recommendations, like I say all the time. If you guys see something that you think is cool, send it over, dude. Send it over. And again, if you, John, if you're out there, I know you are, we will, we'll see you around the corner. All right. We'll see you guys around. Love ya. Peace.
Yes? Your taste is in your ass.
No, Jesus, no!